Hey, it's David Elder, and today on Texas Eats, we're traveling around the Lone Star State looking for great restaurants you won't want to miss.
Get ready for a wild Waco brunch spot that puts all their cards on the table.
But if you're hungry, this is a spot to go to. You're looking for somewhere with sports memorabilia, this is a spot to come to.
Plus, we check out a roast beef debris and fried shrimp po' boy in Houston.
If I could pick my last meal, I'm pretty sure this would be it.
And we go inside a new ice house in San Antonio serving up barbecue, desserts, and a good time.
It don't get much better than that. Come on.
All that and more right now on Texas Eats. Our first stop on today's foodie adventure is in Fredericksburg, Texas.
Now we're here on the edge of Fredericksburg, Texas to go inside of a cafe that's serving up authentic Mexican food and traditional brunch dishes. And whether you're coming in or you're leaving Fredericksburg, this is the spot to stop. Let's go inside Neri's International Cuisine. Joining me now is the owner out here at Neri's. This is Luis Lopez. Thank you so much for having us out here. Your wife has cooked up quite a spread for us. Got a burger, a crazy breakfast platter, and I love what's going on right in front of me. This is a little more traditional, kind of like Texas, a little bit more Mexican vibe to it, right? But chilaquiles. You have a special name for this dish. When you get the two different sauces, what do you call it?
It's called Christmas.
And look at that. Eggs cooked perfectly. It creates like that little bit of a second sauce on top. That's the bite right there. Oh man. The chilaquiles out here are special because they're using homemade corn tortilla chips. Absolutely delicious, super crunchy, and when you get them Christmas style with both sauces, it adds a lot more flavor and depth to the dish. Overall, you're gonna be very satisfied with this dish. If you love chilaquiles, I definitely recommend trying this one. This is good. This is just, I'm happy with it. I'm already excited right now. I just tried the first dish. Now, cochinita pibil is a very authentic dish. But talk to me a little bit about the history of what it means to your family.
We came from Mexico about 17 years ago. We worked in restaurants here in town until we opened our own place. And one of the dishes that we always had was the cochinita pibil. You know, in Mexico they used to do it under, they cooked it underground. And obviously here we have to put it in the oven.
Luis and his family grew up eating cochinita pibil in Mexico. His kids grew up eating it, and his wife still makes it today here at the restaurant. But you have your own preparation that's very similar to that same kind of Dutch oven in the ground kind of cooking process. Long overnight, so it gets super tender. Cochinita pibil out here at Neri's. That's the bite. Woo!
Glad you enjoy.
That is really good. And it's super delicious. Takes a lot of time to make. That pork sits overnight, just becoming super tender, pull apart, shreddable, and they wrap it inside of those corn tortillas, and then they're serving it up with the refried beans on the side, those fresh chips. I mean, this is for the hungry. If you love cochinita pibil, if you've never tried it before, I highly recommend coming out here and trying it. If this is your first time, you're gonna be blown away. You're gonna wanna order it everywhere you see it after you try it. Very good. You also have some playful, fun variations of brunch items like the Eggs Benedict, but it's not served on an English muffin. You got a little toasted croissant action on the bottom. Oh yeah, cooked perfectly. Look at the poach on that. That's a big bite. Eggs Benedict, traditionally made on an English muffin, you can get here at Neri's, made on a French croissant. This one's super buttery, it's melt in your mouth tender, and then you get it with the hollandaise on top as well, the poached egg. I mean, this thing is just a killer bite. Now, if you're feeling extra hungry, we're gonna dump this one, either the Elder or the Countryman. We don't know yet. This is really just showing off what they got. You also have French toast out here. Big pancakes, that's a pancake. Nachos as well, and the burger. I mean, this guy, that is a tower of a burger. Fried egg on top, that one's, which one's that called? That's the Big Boss? Yeah, it is. That's a big boss of a burger right there. You can't go wrong. All the food out here is just creamy, it's delicious. It has the perfect level of spices and seasonings that you want. If you're out here in Fredericksburg, even if you're around the area and you're looking for a good brunch spot, this is the place to check out.
Family run. I got my son, my daughter, my wife working here. And we take pride in what we do. We really like what we do.
And you could tell, I mean, from the moment we walked in, we were greeted. The hospitality in here is just over the top as well. and you guys really make somebody feel welcome as soon as they come in here.
Thank you.
And I mean, and above all else, the food is just top notch. You guys are killing it. Give me one more of the one. There we go.
Thank you.
Bam! Great food. I'm gonna keep eating this right here.
Now, we're cruising to the Alamo City for a new ice house serving up barbecue and a good time.
If you're looking for a great spot in San Antonio to bring the entire family this summer to sit outside, enjoy yourself, eat great barbecue, and listen to live music, look no further than the Windmill Ice House, a brand new spot that we're gonna go check out. Joining me now is Tinsley. She's one of the managing partners out here at Windmill Ice House. And right in front of us, it's like pretty much everything you got on the menu and more. I mean, this is an incredible spot. It's right here basically in a spot of San Antonio that's so unassuming. You wouldn't expect a property size like this to be out here where people can come and enjoy themselves outside, especially with barbecue.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of like in the heart of a neighborhood.
That's right. And our goal here, we got really lucky finding this 1 acre property out here so close to the loop. And we just want everybody to feel like they can come out and enjoy a backyard barbecue, feel like they're in the country without really having to leave the city.
Right in front of me, this is a specialty menu item, not always on the menu, but you'll be
Special.
lucky. Yeah, when you come out here, you gotta ask, are the dino beef ribs out there on special? But check this out. I mean, you guys are low and slow out here, right? So everything that comes off is a lot of love, but look at that.
Yeah.
And this thing is just rocking. So juicy. I mean, the tray right here, it's just covered in all that goodness. Seasoning on the outside, the bark looks incredible. And you can tell, look at that, just super tender. And that's how you know that this is ready to rock and roll. I gotta take a bite out of this.
Absolutely, I've been waiting.
I'm going in for the real deal, y'all. Dino beef ribs out here at the Windmill Ice House. They don't get much better than that. Come on! The rich flavors of that beef, I mean, when you get that bite, you're gonna mix it up a little pickle, the guy, a little pickle and onion on there, and you can't beat it. The bark is killer. I love the seasoning. Can you give me the secret on the seasoning, or is that like you gotta take it to the grave?
No, I might get thrown in the pit.
Yeah. You'll be on special at one point.
I'll
Yeah,
be
yeah.
on special.
Look at that, little burnt ends. And there's something sweet going on them too. I love that flavor that's on there. And you can either have them by themselves, you can dunk it in something,
Yeah.
maybe even the pinto beans, right? It's kind of a popular thing to do.
Add whatever you want. I mean, I like to put them in the mac and cheese. They're delicious in there. Or the cream corn.
Wow. Adam's on the pit. Who's in the kitchen cooking up all these delicious items?
So that would be Gary, our kitchen manager, who is fabulous.
Greens, mac and cheese,
I know,
green
the
beans.
green, yeah. We
gotta try
wanted
some
to
green.
add some just, other than the typical just barbecue sides, the collard greens. Thought, should we do it? And we should.
That's a shut your mouth bite right there. Woo! Check this out, y'all. You can already tell. Holds up on its own weight. You pull on it, falls apart. That's good brisket, okay? Nice little bark on there. Smoke ring as well. Trimmed nicely so you got some fat. And you have 2 sauces as well, which
We
is kind of
do.
like blasphemy in Texas.
Yeah.
But if you got it, why not?
We
I mean,
do,
that's
we
kind of
do.
where it's
Yeah.
all transforming.
See,
I want
and
to
you
try.
went for the mustard.
I did go for the mustard
You went
sauce.
for the mustard.
This is the brisket with their mustard sauce that they're making in house. In case you're a sauce person, here you go. Give them some love. Woo! Now, if you have enough time to try everything on the menu, I highly recommend trying just a little bit of everything, right? You got turkey, you have the chicken, sausages, brisket. You also have the white bread tortilla option, which is, dealer's choice. Pickles, onions, all the side items. The collard greens are outstanding. So are the green beans, the pinto beans, the cream corn. I mean, honestly, this is a really cool spot that just opened up here in San Antonio, and we're super lucky to have something like this. You have that little piece of ice cream over there just been kind of floating away as we've been talking, but what's
Yes.
that dessert item you got over there?
So you can get a cookie or you can get beach cobbler with a scoop of ice cream. You can also just get ice cream if you want, but if you get the cobbler, you automatically get the ice cream.
You just get the cobbler. You get the,
Yeah, so just get the cobbler.
you get the ice cream.
Yeah.
Too. Now you got to get all the savory items when you come out here to the Windmill Ice House. But if you're going to get dessert, this is the one to get. Peach cobbler ice cream on top. You can see, man, on a hot day, this poor ice cream, it only can stand so long, especially on top of a nice bed of hot peach cobbler. I want to get some of the crust, a little bit of the ice cream on there. Here we go. That's the bite. Now that's peach cobbler, man. This place is awesome. But you guys come out here, the Windmill Ice House. I mean, just right down the road, right off 410 in Nacogdoches. This is a spot to come to. So many options. I got to keep going in, though. You know, this Dino beef ribs where it's at. Follow them on social media to know when they got it. All right, I got them from Mike.
Yeah.
More mac and cheese. Here we go.
Yeah.
Coming up later on Texas Eats, we check out a roast beef debris and fried shrimp po' boy in Houston.
If I could pick my last meal, I'm pretty sure this would be it.
And next, get ready for a wild Waco brunch spot that puts all their cards on the table.
If you're hungry, this is a spot to go to. If you're looking for somewhere with sports memorabilia, this is a spot to come to.
So don't go anywhere. Texas Eats will be right back.
Welcome back to Texas Eats. Now we're here in Waco, Texas to go inside of a card store and memorabilia shop, plus a restaurant. Or it's a restaurant and a card store and a memorabilia shop. Either way, they're serving up a lot of fun and great food. Let's go inside, butter my biscuit. Joining me now is Lee Bankston, the owner out here at Butter My Biscuit. And right in front of us, biscuits in all different forms, covered in gooey, cheesy, eggy goodness. I mean, there's gravy on stuff, sour cream. It's over the top. But first off, I mean, what an unassuming location for a brunch spot. It has cards, memorabilia, all kinds of collectibles. There's a predator on the wall. He's just looking at us.
I know.
How did this happen?
It was really all by accident. I mean, my husband and I, he's had this business since he was a kid over here, and he just looked at this place to start a little game shop. And I'd been catering for people at church and different things. He's like, hey, I got a kitchen for you. So I'm like, okay, sure. And then just people kept coming and started coming. We used to just be open on the weekends. Now we're open for brunch all the time. So we ended up with a restaurant with a little bit of a game store in it.
If you're hungry, this is a spot to go to. You're looking for somewhere with sports memorabilia, this is a spot to come to. Games, all kinds of stuff. I don't know if we're gonna leave. I really don't. Right in front of me, this thing is like steaming, gooey hot. Biscuits, eggs, a little bit of salsa on there, pimento cheese, potatoes, gravy. What is this one called?
This one's called the What Bryn Had. It was named after my husband. It was, again, another accident. We just are a conglomeration of happy accidents.
Oh, jalapeno cheese biscuit, breakfast sausage, pimento cheese, salsa, potatoes, gravy. This is the bite. Here we go. That is amazing.
It's a filling. We are responsible for lots of carb comas.
I absolutely love this. This is the ultimate definition of comfort food. Texas comfort food at that. I mean, the biscuits over the top, flaky on the outside, tender on the inside, packed with flavor. The pimento cheese is so good with the salsa on there. It adds a little bit of acidity because you're going to need it. There's a lot of cream on here. There's a lot going on. Look at this monster. What is going on here?
All right, that's our cheesy grits bowl. So we took our biscuit, we baked it into a bowl shape, kind of like you get, you know, soup in a bread bowl. I thought, well, we can do that with a biscuit. So here we go. We filled it with, once again, cheesy grits. Then we've got our cheesy scrambled eggs, some bacon, pimento, all the yummy stuff right on there.
I will grab a fork. You're going in with me on this one.
I'm going in on this guy.
I'm going to get some grits.
Yeah, the grits.
A little bit of the
so
biscuit.
good.
Look at that. All right.
Bacon.
Cheers.
Yep, cheers.
Oh, wow. Those cheese grits are so good.
They're so good.
The cheese grits are like the best smooth grit texture that you want. Because I bet you they're like 30% grits. That's 70% cheese.
Cheese and milk.
Yeah. Oh,
all
man.
that stuff.
Right in front of us, this one right here, it got a little bit of bacon action going on in that one as well.
That's the Boss Boy right there. So that is, it's on the menu as like the way my granny used to do it, because when she used to make me biscuits and gravy, she would tear the biscuit up for me and put the gravy on it, so I didn't even have to just do anything but just grab a bite and eat it. So that was,
Here, get a little bit of this action with me
behind
too.
that one.
Let's get a little.
So you got gravy and potatoes, because everything's better with potatoes fried in bacon fat. That's what makes it yummy.
That's the bite right there. Oh, wow. This right here is called a donut. It is fried shortcake biscuit dough. This one has strawberries in it. On the menu, they're going to be rotating seasonally out with different fruits. I'm gonna get a bite, get some of this whipped cream, a little bit of fruit action on the side, and some of this fried goodness as well. I love that they're reinventing biscuits in so many different ways out here. That's a bite. That's insane. So happy that people react so positively to your food. It's over the top. I love all the flavors here. There's even nachos that are on the menu. These things are massive, over the top. And then you have French toast made out of the biscuit, but it's like a bread pudding in French toast form.
It is. We just take all our leftover biscuits, which are hard to come by some days, and I'll just mix them with eggs and cream, just kind of like you do a normal bread pudding. And then I change the flavor depending on what sounds good or what's in season. And then, so today's is peach cobbler, you can tell. So it's got like a good fresh peach topping on top.
All right, I know it's in front of you. I'm gonna steal this one right here.
I will allow that.
You also have great drinks out here, lattes, beer, Bloody Marys, all the things, mimosas. But I'm gonna take a bite out of this. You guys, Butter My Biscuit up here in Waco, Texas. If you wanna come get collectibles, memorabilia, sports things, I mean, this is a spot to come to, but come up here for the food. You're gonna be pleasantly surprised. Everything is over the top. This is comfort food all the way down to the desserts. I gotta take a bite out of this guy though.
Yeah, you gotta try that guy.
Thank you so much for having us out here.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
That's the bite.
I do love that.
No, that's all good.
Yeah.
Coming up later on Texas Eats, we cruise to Blanco for a cafe offering outrageous brunch food and baked goods.
Chess Club Cafe. Why that name?
I
Is there
know.
chess happening here?
I have none. Absolutely zero.
And next, we check out a roast beef debris and fried shrimp po' boy in Houston.
If I could pick my last meal, I'm pretty sure this would be it.
So don't go anywhere. Texas Eats will be right back.
Join us Saturday, August 6th at 10 o'clock in the morning right here on KSAT 12 for a brand new season of Texas Eats. We're sharing exciting recipes from our new outdoor kitchen, plus new restaurants from all across the Lone Star State. Join us for a brand new season as we travel around taking a big old bite out of Texas. Welcome back to Texas Eats. Now we're here in Houston, Texas to try some Cajun Texas fusion. Let's go inside BB's Tex-Orleans Cookin'. Joining me now is Brooks Bossler. He is the founder and CEO out here at the restaurant. And man, this is it. This is the spread you want when you come out here. A little bit of Texas, a little bit of New Orleans. This is like the fusion that you've been craving, and it's right here in Houston, Texas. Right in front of us, though, this is what everybody wants.
That's it.
That's the crawfish boiled.
Yep.
Now, is this a recipe that you grew up with, or how did you get going into all this food?
I grew up eating crawfish on Good Fridays in Central Texas. And then in Louisiana during the season, but my dad had an annual Good Friday crawfish bowl. We were the only people that were doing crawfish back in the days.
Everybody was cooking it up.
That's it, man.
So you got some of these recipes from your family. Have you evolved any of this into what it is today?
Yeah, you know, this recipe here is from my chef and I, just kind of playing around in the lab, and we developed it about 10 years ago. Our crawfish is a 3-step process. We get a lot of seasoning from the boil water. We have a dry spice we hit it with, then we have a really nice wet sauce we hit it with, and we just mix it all in really good together. We're really big on our add-ons. We have like 20 different add-ons.
I got a little twist action on there. Now you got to go for the head.
You got to.
The seasoning that's on here has got a little kick to it, which is nice. And you offer like a spicy and a non-spicy version, right?
We do, yeah. This is our spicy version. We call this our Tex-Orleans style. It's kind of what we say.
Give me some elbow, man.
Made us famous, baby.
BB's is known for their Cajun cuisine, and the seafood boil out here is top notch. There's all different kinds. There's even a regular or spicy version, but you get some with the green monster that's in there, over the top. Brussels sprouts, edamame, and all the seasoning that's in there. It's just so good, all the way down to the middle of that little crawfish. These two in front of us are probably some of the largest po' boys I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, there's almost a pound of protein on this one, the surf and turf. It's off the chain.
All right, surf and turf. I see the shrimp. What else is going on?
We got shrimp, roast beef, and then our roast beef debris and a lot of gravy mixed in.
The surf and turf. Here we go. Oh,
Killer, huh?
give me some more.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, killer, bro. You bring the bread in from New Orleans. It's the best French bread in the world. Leidenheimer Bakery. It's absolutely amazing.
It's so light, crunchy, but tender on the inside.
Yeah.
But the shrimp, y'all are treating that shrimp with like the most delicate hands. The
Thank
breading
you,
on the
man.
outside is nice and crispy, but on the inside, the shrimp is nice and tender. That debris is like money though. The surf and turf out here on the menu on the po' boy sandwich is not your typical surf and turf. It's actually fried shrimp and a little bit of debris. Now that debris is just like shredded roasted beef, right? And it just falls apart, super tender, and the bread is actually shipped in from New Orleans. It is out of control. The French bread on there is super crispy on the outside, nice and tender on the inside. And then you don't even need a sauce. It has its own sauce in there. It's one of the best bites that I've had. The Tex Cajun fries out here at BB's, baby. That's the bite right there. Oh,
Good, huh? Yeah.
bro,
Yeah.
that's beyond good.
Yeah, it's killer.
Woo!
Yeah.
That has to be one of the most popular dishes on the entire menu, man.
Absolutely. It's one of our most popular appetizers. We invented that dish to help all the late night party goers kind of soak it up. Got to soak up the party, man. And that's,
Right.
And they would come in and tear that up, and I can't tell you how many people said, dude, your Tex Cajun fries saved me. I'm a new man this morning.
You got to save room for dessert. You got a sweet tooth. You got a bread pudding that's unlike anything else. Talk to me about what's going on.
That's my mama's recipe, another one of hers. And she does a little different, as you can see. It's a meringue topping and a rum sauce.
Meringue on top, bread pudding on the
top,
bottom.
And yeah, it's been on the menu since day
Oh
one.
my God.
Cheers,
Cheers.
brother. Absolutely.
You guys, all the way from the boil to the po' boys. I mean, the Tex Cajun fries. Out of this world, delicious. I'm so glad that you were introduced to this at a young age and you brought it along with you. You've evolved it. It's here in Houston, Texas. BB's is a spot to come to, multiple locations.
Yep.
And I mean, it's just killer. This is such a great fun spot. And as you can see, everybody else knows it is too. So this is a spot to come to when you're here. Thank you so much for having us out here. Don't forget to grab some classic New Orleans inspired cocktails as well. Here you go. Cheers, sir.
Cheers, brother. Absolutely.
Oh my gosh,
man.
this is great.
Coming up later on Texas Eats, we travel to Hondo for our perfectly named pizza joint.
I'm gonna go back to the angry. I'm not mad at it. I'll tell you that.
Right.
And next, we cruise to Blanco for a cafe offering outrageous brunch food and baked goods. So don't go anywhere. Texas Eats will be right back.
Beat the heat with an ice cold Dr. Pepper Zero, now available on the fountain here at Circle K.
Grab an ice cold Dr. Pepper Zero and extra large for only 99 cents at Circle K all summer long. Put the ice in there, fill it up. This is absolutely delicious, exclusively available at Circle K. Plus, when you're at Circle K, if you want to cool down during the summer heat, you can grab a Polar Pop, a Froster, or an iced coffee, one a day for only $8.99 a month. It is a fantastic deal. Beat the heat at Circle K all summer long. Grab an extra large Dr. Pepper Zero at the Polar Pop fountain, only 99 cents. This is how you stay cool.
Welcome back to Texas Eats. Now we're here in Blanco, Texas to go inside of a little diner that's serving up big portions of delicious comfort food. Let's go inside Chess Club Cafe. Joining me now is Emily Becker. She is the co-owner out here at the Chess Club Cafe. Lots of delicious food in front of us. I have to know though, Chess Club Cafe. Why that name? Is there chess happening here?
None, absolutely zero. We are the namesake of a group of guys that used to play here when the place was vacant. So we've held on to it, run them off, but we've held on to the name.
This one right in front of me grabbed my attention instantly when I saw it. This is a big plate of food.
That is our cowboy breakfast. It is probably our most popular breakfast on our menu, and it is our hand-breaded chicken fried steak topped with our homemade cream gravy. It's served with a side of homemade toast, some home fries, and 2 eggs any style. Today we have sunny side up eggs for you.
Check that out. Chicken fried steak, egg, potato, all in one bite, made from scratch.
Yeah.
Love it. That's the bite. If you can eat this whole thing, you won't be eating for the rest of the day. Now, if you're looking for something a little more approachable, right? This is the one to get. Talk to me about this Benedict dish.
This is our Queen's Choice. It is a toasted English muffin topped with slices of fresh green avocado, some smoked turkey, poached eggs, poached perfectly, and our homemade hollandaise.
We got to check the poached egg. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. Look at that. Oh, man.
Beautiful.
That hollandaise and that egg yolk together, that's like the ultimate bite. Here we go.
Primo. Primo.
Did you say primo? That's
Primo.
my word. Primo. Once again, give me the nuts. Great job, Steve. Steve is a classically trained chef who's been in the restaurant industry for decades. And when you see the food when it comes out to your table, you can tell there's a lot of passion and a lot of knowledge. Yeah, I would have to say I've had a lot of Benedicts in my day. This is definitely top 3. This has to be up there. I love everything about this. This sandwich, I mean, this looks loaded.
Okay, that is our soprano sandwich, and it has ham, smoked turkey, salami, lettuce, tomato, red onion, pesto mayo on our homemade bread, and the Swiss cheese. I almost forgot the cheese.
Okay, so Swiss cheese.
Oh, and Parmesan cheese.
So Swiss cheese, Parmesan cheese. I mean, you're making the bread in house. You got the salami, tomatoes. Now this one looks a little bit bigger than his friend over here, so I'm gonna give this a bite. Look at that. That's a sandwich. Look at the bread on this thing. Here we go. Oh, no. That's a 5-napkin sandwich right there. The bread, though, what a great vehicle for all that flavor. The Parmesan cheese and the Swiss cheese together, just add that slight bit of little cheese funk that you want in that bite.
And Parmesan is just not something you find on sandwiches all the time.
Right.
But
do us a favor, Texas. Let's put some more Parmesan on the sandwiches. All right, we're moving on over. This is more like Sunday dinner at Grandma's house. You got the meatloaf.
And not only are we gonna top it with that like traditional like ketchup topping, but we're also gonna throw some homemade brown gravy right on top of it. So you're gonna get a double whammy there.
I want to get a little bit of everything all together. Look at that.
Yeah.
That's the bite.
That's dinner.
That's dinner right
That's
here.
dinner. What you think? You like it? Okay, fantastic.
It's the salty, it's the fatty, it's the sweet. It's like the perfect bite. It's a big portion, man. You can make a sandwich out of this later. You eat half, save half for later. But if you love meatloaf, this is where you need to come to. This is probably one of the best meatloafs.
Thank you. I
This
agree.
is top notch.
Thank you.
I agree. I hope so.
I agree. It's fantastic.
Yes. Chess Club Cafe, y'all. Thank you so much. Blanco, Texas. This is where it's at. You come out here, you can get your sweets, you can get your savory, you can get a little bit of everything all mixed together. This is awesome, Emily. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Thanks, Steve.
Okay.
Wave, Steve, wave! Coming up later on Texas Eats, we check out the happy hour deals at a San Antonio seafood spot. Oh, come on.
Good stuff, man.
That is awesome. And next, we travel to Hondo for a perfectly named pizza joint. I'm gonna go back the angry. I'm not mad at it, I'll tell you that.
Right.
Don't go anywhere. Texas Eats will be right back after the break. Welcome back to Texas Eats. Now we're in Hondo, Texas to check out a pizza spot that's making some incredible za. Let's go inside Hondo Pizza Company. Joining me now is Justin Myers. He's the co-owner out here, and I'm super excited because you guys got all different kinds of pizzas and sandwiches and calzones on the menu. But what got you started in pizzas?
Food has always been a passion of mine. I mean, clearly, it's something that has been part of my life. There was nothing else that I could cook with the passion that I could cook pizza with. I was drawn to it. You know, years later, we're still doing it. We're just rolling it out.
This one's special because it's got a little kick to it, right? So talk to me about this pizza here.
It does. We lovingly call this the Angry. So the Angry sauce is our Serrano-infused sauce. We call it the Angry because sometimes it's only a little angry. Sometimes it's very angry.
It all depends on the day, right?
It depends on the day and depends on how angry I was when I made it.
There you go.
Yeah.
The Angry, we'll give it a try.
A little bit, little.
That's really nice though.
It works.
Nice and spicy. I love the dough, good body to it.
Thank you.
It's an appropriate amount of spice. It's not over the top, and I like that.
Yeah, it's not a tough guy challenge by any stretch, David.
Wow. I had to go in for 2 bites. That was good. Great job, man. The calzone.
Sure.
Sometimes people make fun of it. They're like, just get a pizza.
Right.
I like a good calzone though.
Right.
You know?
So we'll put whatever you want in it. But today, I made you my favorite. We got meatball, we've got red onion, we got pepperoni, we got black olive, and we had a ricotta garlic sauce that we made. The secret too is we finish it off with Sicilian oregano. Don't be fooled by other oreganos, David.
Right. I'm going in for the real thing. Look at that bite. That's a bite. Wow. The calzone is loaded out here. You can put whatever you want inside, and it's huge. So you have enough for lunch and for dinner.
So this is the focaccia bread we make here, and that's also, we get the brisket made right down the street at the maze, the corn maze.
That's so cool.
Yeah, they make our brisket year-round over there, the Graph 7A.
This is the brisket grilled cheese going in for the bite. That's a phenomenal bite.
Thank you. Thank
I
you.
love that. It's homemade focaccia bread. So you load that up, you put some jalapenos on there, you put some more flavor on it, you take a bite out of it, it's over the top. You're gonna need at least 5 napkins to finish this thing. The focaccia bread is outstanding.
Oh, thank you.
Do you ever just eat that by itself?
All the time. All the time. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. 100%. I swore I would never have a chocolate pizza on my menu. You have the Hershey's chocolate. You have to go with the Jiffy Puff marshmallows.
Okay.
No substitutions.
Right.
And then graham crackers, and you're good to go.
All right, so grab a slice with me here.
Yeah.
Oh. It's getting stuck to my mouth. That's how you know it's real. That's good. You're doing a dance over there. You're like,
You can't help it. You can't help it.
You get a glass of wine, you get a cold beer, you get some really great slices of pizza, a calzone, a sweet pizza, or a salad. This is great for the whole family. Even got a little spot in the back to play a little bit of cornhole, a little putt-putt.
Little putt-putt? Absolutely. Yeah. Cold beer and a putt-putt, never hurt.
Thank you so much for having us out here, you guys. When you're visiting Hondo and you want a slice of pizza, look no further. I mean, it's in the name. You guys got to visit this spot. I'm going to go back to the Angry. I'm not mad at it. I'll tell you that.
Next on Texas Eats, we check out the happy hour deals at a San Antonio seafood spot.
Oh, come on.
Good stuff, man.
That is awesome.
So don't go anywhere. Texas Eats will be right back.
Welcome back to Texas Eats. Now we're back out here in San Antonio, Texas at SA Seafood to go check out their happy hour menu, see what else they got going on for specials, and of course to try all the delicious food. Let's go inside. Joining me now is Kim Beechner. She's a marketing representative out here at SA Seafood. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
I'm glad to be out here too. The food is, I know, it looks absolutely incredible. We have a little bounty from the ocean. We got some stuff from the land. We got a little bit of everything, a little surf and turf action going on. But I want to know what kind of deals you got going on, because you guys always seem to have something happening that just like saves everybody a little bit of money, but gives you a lot of great food.
So during lunch, you can come Tuesday through Friday and get a poor boy or lo mein or shrimp fried rice
Oh, yeah.
for just $9.99, and it comes with a drink.
$9.99.
You can't beat that.
You get a drink with it as well. Check that. I'm gonna dunk it in this one right here. I'm gonna get a little bite. This is the shrimp. Oh.
Yeah, that's the good stuff.
You don't want to dunk it. You know what you want to do? Look what you want to do. You just want to pour it onto that bad boy.
Soak it all up. That's the good stuff right there.
From 11 to 2 p.m. Tuesday through Friday, you can come out here to SA Seafood and get some lunch specials. That's one select entree that's on a little list on their website, plus a 24-ounce soft drink. You get that together for only $9.99. But when it comes to the drink that you want, you can bring your own drink too out here, right?
Totally. So during happy hour, they have BYOB, so you can grab a 6-pack, come by, and enjoy one of their happy hour specials, which is half of snow crab and half shrimp.
Oh, look at that.
So, plus they have all these awesome add-ons.
During happy hour out here at SA Seafood, you can come from Tuesday to Friday from 2 to 5 p.m. and you can get $15.99 for a half pound of snow crab and a half pound of shrimp, $10.99 for a whole pound of shrimp, or get this, $5.99, 1 pound of crawfish while supplies last. Look at all these crawdaddies over there. They're just looking like they're ready to go get eaten. You just rip them in half, go for it, have fun. I'm about to take a bite though. This po' boy looks amazing. It looks like got some catfish and shrimp going on the inside. Let me take a bite. Oh, come on.
Good stuff, man.
That is awesome. All right, so noodles, rice, French fries. Are those sweet potato fries as well?
They are.
Man.
So you have lots of different options, something for everybody. Lots of kids options too. We're family friendly, so you can bring everybody out. Right now, you really want to take advantage of the crawfish. It's only $5.99 during happy hour while it's in season.
Oh, wow.
You really just can't beat that.
No, $5.99 is such a great deal. And look at these are big boys.
Oh yeah. You do that so much better than me.
Oh,
That was great.
that is just like what you come out here for. You get to dive into the crawfish, but if you want more something that's not seafood, they got you covered too. You get chicken too, right?
Yeah, chicken wings, all different flavors. We've got ranch dressing, and it always comes with a side of fries.
Now I'm gonna grab a little wing action right here. Going on in the front, I mean, so many different options. The snow crab, the shrimp, the sausage, the corn, the eggs. I mean, there's something here for everyone.
There truly is. You just can't go wrong. Everybody will enjoy.
You gotta come out here, you get the boils, you come out during happy hour, you're gonna get the great deals as well. Snow crab and shrimp, those are gonna be the ones that you gotta try. Load them up, the sausage, the potatoes, the corn, the eggs. I mean, this is where it's at.
And don't forget
This is
the
spicy.
sauce.
The sauce. This got a little kick to it.
It does.
Kim,
Sorry, I didn't warn you.
You rock. Here, get a wing with me here.
Oh, can we
I'm gonna
cheers?
get I'm gonna get a
Oh
little
my God.
shrimpy.
Oh my God.
All right, cheers.
Cheers.
All right, I'll do it. Surf and turf. I love this place. You guys,
Good
SA
stuff.
Seafood, right here up Days of Volley. Come on out here. You can go online, follow them on social media to find out even more information about what kind of deals they have going on. But it's just great all day, every day.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much for watching today's episode of Texas Eats. And to get more information on all the restaurants that you've seen, plus a map, just go to our website, ksat.com/Texas Eats. And don't forget to follow us on social media at Texas Eats TV on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And don't forget to join us every Saturday right here on KSAT 12 at 10 o'clock in the morning, because this is how Texas Eats.